Hi, my name is Franka Maria Andoh. I'm an author, an entrepreneur, and a creative.
Hi, my name is Steve Ababio. I'm a creative and a photographer.
Hello, my name is Marisa Clare Andoh. I'm a teen.
2020 has been an interesting year. It's been an unusual year. And I thought it would be interesting for me to sit with my buddy and my friend in Creative Crime, just to talk about what 2020 meant for us and some of the highs and lows of this unusual year.
I think in terms of business, strictly in terms of business, I would say the year was, I don't want to use the word devastating, but I mean, business just basically tanked. There was no business because my business is photography, it's dealing with people, shooting in people's environments, interacting with them, moving around and all of that. So with the lockdown, everybody's on lockdown. It's not just me, it's my clients. I mean, people who were scheduled to do corporate shoots and so on and so forth basically fell off the face of the map. So all of that just disappeared.
Yeah.
So there was no work, there was no income in that sense. But in spite of that, I think that, you know, like you, yes, there's no work, but the silence and the environment just kind of changed. And as a photographer, I could appreciate that the system is different. There's less dust, there's less noise, there's less people moving around. I actually began to think of it as a situation where, you know what, this is like a reset for the earth.
Yeah.
And I had to because for medical reasons, I had to go to town at specific times over a period of time. And so I would leave very early. And so that's when I started taking pictures,
I remember those.
of Accra.
Yeah.
And everybody would say that, but it's so clear, it looks so clean. And that's only because everybody was stuck at home. And so the environment was completely different. And I thought that, I guess God knows when to push the pause button because we won't do it for ourselves.
Absolutely.
So if that's what has to happen now, yes, I'm not making any money and it's not easy and all of that, but I think that on the flip side of it, you know, it's making things look a lot healthier and better.
Healthier.
Yes, so that's kind of how I saw it. What was it like for you?
Well, I mean, of all the years, we started this business in 1997. And this year, the GRA hits me with a bill of 135,000 Ghana cedis. I just finished reading Job that morning. It was a Monday morning, and I got to my desk, and that was my Job letter from GRA. And SNIT also, during the period of the lockdown, when we came back to work, our staff were doing more like casual labor, but they still insisted on us paying full SNIT for all of them. And they also hit us with a bill and a fine. And it kind of made you think about living in a space where you're not getting any support as a business person, you're not getting any stimulus checks or anything. And this is the year that the GRA and SNIT decide that they're going to bring you a huge bill.
They don't even know that there's
Absolutely, there's a pandemic going on. But what it did, we closed the shop for a period of time, and then we reopened. When did we reopen, Marisa? In May. It changed how we operated as a business. So then our focus was on takeaway. And I realized that it was less stressful for me. Because you come, you get to the window, you pick up your food, you go. I didn't have to deal with the dining in, which is quite a complicated way of making somebody happy. Because you can do everything right, and then the bill is late and the person is annoyed because they're even looking for a chance to get annoyed. So I really appreciated the fact that we could make clients happy by giving them a quick service that didn't involve too much interaction. So it sort of made me also start thinking about, how do I want to move forward with this business? Do I want to go back to where we were, or do I want to see if our takeaway will be the core
Driving force,
business?
yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's forced us to look at our business in a different way, and I kind of appreciate that to a large extent, because we would have just continued on this path and not looked at how else can we
Not
do
even
this.
known that, it would be more
Absolutely,
interesting this way.
absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, I would say that was it for us as a business.
I wouldn't say I missed it because I still got the chance to communicate with my friends and have odd silly conversations.
Yeah, you're of the generation that communicates by phone even when you're in the same room, innit?
Yes. So I wouldn't say I missed the communication part, but I think you get to a point where there's only so much technology you can take. So I think it got to a point where I was itching to go back to school because it was like laptop, phone, tablet, and I wanted to actually see my teachers and speak to them without the line being cut or something. That I really missed that because the lockdown really made it a bit stressful in that area.
Do you feel like your friends felt the same? I mean, what sort of conversations did you have with your friends? Did they also feel like they missed the one-to-one, the social interaction and all that? And what were some of your friends' thoughts on it? Or it's not something that you guys discussed?
Well, I know that one friend of mine was like, she missed the, going to teachers hassling for marks, all of that, But I think many of my friends preferred to stay at home, and if it wasn't for the upcoming exams, they would have really petitioned to stay at home. So I think some missed that one-on-one interaction, and some weren't too bothered with the whole
staying at home and doing classes.